Alright, hey guys, remember it was TCG back with a new video. So with this video I'm going to do test hands for Shark. I made a deck profile if you guys want to see the deck that I'm currently using. It's going to be in the top right corner. That's the deck profile. I'm explaining like why I include every card into the deck. And yeah, let's just get started here. So this is the first test hand that I have here. So these are going to be replay test hands that I got through testing the deck, and that I thought kind of show off like the abilities of the deck. So let's get started here. So I just summon the princess because that's your main normal summon card. Get it, banish it to get Lantern Shark. Lantern Shark lets me get out the Buzzsaw Shark here. And then I can use Buzzsaw Shark, use Lantern Shark as a target. Doesn't have to be Lantern Shark, I could target Buzzsaw Shark. Get Right Hand Shark here because Right Hand Shark actually is relevant because even though I cannot activate its effects because of Buzzsaw Shark, its effect when it's included as a material makes the Exceed monster indestructible by battle. So I think it's just important to get it out there because you don't really want to draw Right Hand Shark. And yeah, so here I got my Kragan out. So the main reason to get Kragan out is so that I can get Remora, because Kragan, the main thing that's relevant about him is that you just want to be able to make all monsters in the field become water. And this is really good if you do have your goes in match. So yeah, get Remora out and then use Remora to bring back the my two sharks here. And now I can exceed these two sharks to get Bahamut Shark. Use Bahamut Shark to get the Totally Awesome. Exceed these two to get another Bahamut Shark. And then use that to get a second Totally Awesome. So here's two Omni Negates. And since I have two level 4s and Bahamut Shark isn't that great, I can just rank up here to my Utopic Draco Future. So this is Kragan here is Disruption on its own. Just being able to turn all monsters in the field into water can end up messing up with your opponent's plays, depending if they require sometimes they have effects that lock them into certain types, and having this here just serves as its own deterrent. And having two Omni Negates, of course, is really good. And not only that, when it sends itself to the grave, it lets you add you can target a water monster in your grave and add it to your hand. So these are two cards that, and it's not like a hard once per turn. So you can just, when these cards are sent to the grave by their own effects, you can use it to get cards back from your grave or send back your Totally Awesomes depending on what you want. But you're gonna most likely want to get some other cards from your hand. So next turn, if they happen to get rid of any of this, you'll be set up. And then here we have Utopic Draco Future. Can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can attach one material from this card, negate it, and take control of that card. So you have two Omni Negates. You turn all your opponent's monsters into water. And you also have a monster negate. And in the hand we have Infinite Imperm, and we have Effect Veiler. So you're gonna want to set the Infinite Imperm here, and then have the Veiler just to negate your opponent's monsters. So a lot of negates here, and that was a pretty easy combo to do there. So yeah, let's move on to the second hand. Okay guys, so this is the second hand. The second hand isn't as good as the first one, but it's just a more simple hand. If you draw this hand here, you only have two monsters, you can't really do much. I'm still going to show you guys that you can still set up at least something. So you can just go Angler, and then use some of the other Angler from your hand, Exceed, and then get your Kragan, and then set these two, and that'll be it. So Kragan turns all of your turns all monsters in the field into water, and then here you have Goes in Match, which is a floodgate. So your opponent, as soon as they summon a monster, you can just activate this, and they're going to be unable to summon any of their other monsters if they aren't running water. And you have the Infinite Imperm to just negate a monster effect. And of course, you also have Kragan's other effect that once returned during the main phase, quick effect, you can destroy one water monster your opponent controls. And if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of its attack. So really good disruption here. And of course, if something happens to Kragan, you can get your spawns out. So yeah, that's it for the second hand. It's a simple hand, not the greatest cards that you could have drawn there for a hand, but you can still do something with it. Okay guys, so this is going to be my third test hand. And before I start, if you guys want to support the channel and want to buy any of these cards, or just want to buy cards from TCG Player, make sure to use the link in the description down below. It'll take you to TCG Player. You can buy cards there. And it helps the channel a lot. So yeah guys, let's get started. So here you can summon Buzzsaw Shark, then Buzzsaw Shark, or then just use Silent Sea Nettle to just summon itself. And here you can use Crystal Shark, half its attack to summon itself. Use Buzzsaw Shark, target either the Sea Nettle or Buzzsaw Shark. It's not too relevant since you're going to get right hand Shark anyways. And now you can use this to exceed, get into your Kragan. Exceed these two to get into Nafel, the new card. And yeah, this is a simple, again, not as complicated as the first one. It's just a simple Kragan that can't be destroyed by battle because of the right hand Shark. It turns all monsters in the field into water. You have Goes in Match. Of course, your opponent, as soon as they summon one, you can just lock them into water. And then Nafel Asylum, it can't be destroyed by battle while a number of monsters on the field, so that's great with Kragan. And of course, you can use a non-target removal to just, you know, get rid of the card, one of your opponent's cards, and put set up the 104 under it for an X turn, if in case you want to exceed into the CXYZ and then go into the C104. That's an amazing card that lets you negate a monster effect, make them discard a card, and half their life points. So this is really good setup just with this type of fact here. And then Ash Blossom, of course, just another negate. So pretty good board here. And let's go to the final test hand. So here we have the final test hand, and if you guys have seen the deck profile, I mentioned that it's possible for you to like get your combo going without really having to use a normal summon. Of course, it's useful to use a normal summon, but this is just to show that you know, if you have the Tenyu Spear, you can summon it. Since you control no monsters, then you can use Ready Fusion, get Rare Fish out here, and then yeah, so that right there is enough where you can go into like a Bahamut and then go into Totally Awesome, or do whatever you want. You know, maybe if you draw, you can do the whole Kraken control thing if you draw into Goes in Match. But yeah, so from there, that's just like these two cards that you can see and why it's important in case your opponent like stops your normal summon. But yeah, so you can use Buzzsaw Shark here. Again, doesn't really matter what you target because you're gonna get the right hand Shark. And here I have two level 4s. You could just go straight into Bahamut Shark. Totally Awesome. So here I would have, you know, I just wanted to show all the monsters in the field, but you could of course go earlier into Bahamut Shark, and it'll be safer just in case your opponent wants to disrupt you later on. You can just set that up earlier. And Bahamut Shark again, you know, go for the Totally. Exceed those two, Utopic Future, then go into Utopic Draco Future. And yeah, again, similar hand, 2 Omni Negates, a monster negate that takes control. You have Ash Blossom, and you know, if you end up going second and you wanted to try to do this, you had the Dark Ruler no more in order to attempt that. And of course, when Totally Awesome's used up, you can just add cards back into your hand in order to start the combos again. But yeah, that's pretty much for the test hands, guys. If you guys want to see live duels or anything more with Sharks, just let me know. I'm really enjoying this deck, and I think the support is really good for this deck. And again, if you guys want to support the channel and want to buy some cards, make sure to use the link in the description down below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.